Last night was calling the race for Michael Waltrip. They came home second. He's telling him, keep it on the bottom. The 18 will try you high, but just keep it on the bottom. He has no help.
Ward Burton is on pit road out of gas. White flag is in the air. Final lap. Are we seeing a rookie breakthrough at the biggest track of all? Or can Bobby Labonte get a run and Labonte slow down? Is Labonte out of gas?
He's out of fuel.
Bobby Labonte's come up dry.
It's definitely out of fuel.
Now Biffle can try and breathe it and make sure he has enough because it's a long way back to Jeff Burton, 3 seconds. What an upset this is going to be. Final corner for Greg Biffle. There'll be a celebration in the Pacific Northwest tonight. There's his girlfriend Nicole. For Jack Roush, Greg Biffle is going to score a win at Daytona in just his 23rd NASCAR Winston Cup start. Greg Biffle wins the Pepsi 400.
And Roush got. Jack Roush said, I'm trying. You know, the best part about it, the most humbling thing in the world, hey, white flag, one more lap. Most humbling thing in the world is Roush took my word for it. He never saw him race.
And put him through the old gong show process, and certainly it's all worked out for all of them. A Craftsman Truck Series championship, a NASCAR Busch Series championship, a first Nextel Cup Series win at Daytona, July 2003. Now half a lap from their first win of 2004. First half of this season, a struggle for Greg Biffle and this team. But after a couple of top 10s in the last 2 oval track races, he's going to come back to lead the most laps today and pick up career victory number 2. Vancouver, Washington's Greg Biffle wins at Michigan.
Gets down on the straightaway. Got the momentum.
White flag, 1 lap to go. Look at this. Kurt might get challenged by some of these guys coming up behind him.
He certainly doesn't need to lose those positions.
Jimmy Johnson to second. Jeff Gordon third. Kurt Busch in 5th and trying to hang on to that spot. If he stays there, he wins the title.
You may see a Hail Mary here by the 20 car, right on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. Don't think he can do it.
Checkered flag is up. Greg Biffle wins the Ford 400 at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon finish 2nd and 3rd. It's not going to be enough.
Be close.
Jeff Gordon has gone to the garage.
Can you imagine it's going to be close? 500 miles, 3.5 hours, 250 laps, 3 guys fighting for the win.
Yeah, it's a 3-horse race. McMurray well back. Biffle and Busch to the bottom.
He drives it down into turn 1 and 2, but Kurt Busch in the 97 got a good bite off the corner there side by side for 2nd.
Boy, you can see Kurt. He is trying out. He's driving as hard as he can go.
48's real good. Just protect the bottom down here. Take it back. Get one good corner here.
Kurt's late wingman right there.
Basically, he's holding him up just enough that Greg's going to be able to get to the finish line here first.
Kurt Busch holds Jimmy Johnson at bay, and Greg Biffle is coming around to win in Montana, California.
Good job, boys.
And he is glad to see 250 laps on that board.
Those tires had no more laps. Clawing away.
Well, he better claw in a hurry because white flag, 1 to go.
He's going to be there when they get back around here. I can tell you that. He is cutting into that 42's lead. But that's the cat right
Still
there.
got plenty of room. Just give yourself plenty of room there to get you a good picture here. If you can get it off of 4. Give you some room on that 77.
I'd say that'd be the thing to do.
Greg Biffle's going to lead 219 laps. And for car owner Jack Roush, it's going to be 4 wins with 4 different drivers. Greg Biffle wins in Texas.
I think he might do it. Here comes Gordon for 2nd on the inside. And remember, Gordon had those 4 tires. He's got a lap to get it done. White flags in the air. They're in turn 2. This is the race. This is it. Casey Kane takes 3rd. Newman fades to 4th. Greg Biffle has them all in his mirror. He's got it made. If he can just ride her through here, just keep her between the rails. I mean, Jeff Gordon drove that thing down into turn 3. Greg Biffle leads 176 laps and wins the Dodge Charger 500. And they're ready to come to the start-finish line. Rusty Wallace
Came in here 12th in the Nextel Cup standings. White flag for Greg Biffle.
Those 2 tires are going to hang in there for Kyle Busch. Another good call in the pits.
Still got plenty of room, man.
Plenty
plenty of room. He's got a 4.6 second lead. That's like from here to Wilmington.
He just needs to be smooth. 3 and 4 here. Don't get involved in any lap traffic.
Greg Biffle becomes the 27th different Nextel Cup driver to win at Dover. He gets Jack Roush his 6th victory.
Set up here for a last lap pass. This all happens 2 seconds behind Greg Biffle, the leader. White flag. What was it that Jerry Reed said? When you're hot, you're hot. Biffle's hot. 16 is hot. That baby is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And Mark Martin is driving like a young man, not somebody in the twilight of his career, as the Busch brothers battle with Rusty Wallace 490.
No longer a battle. Kyle Mitchell could drive by him in the 5 car.
Youth has served.
4 tires have served. Mr. Feelgood came through that time.
Greg Biffle coming off turn 4. 5th win of the season. 8th win of his Nextel Cup career for Biffle. And Tony Stewart holds on.
He's there, right beside him.
Last lap of the season. Teammates Mark Martin and Greg Biffle fighting for the lead while Tony Stewart tries to hang on to his position to clinch the championship.
Oh, this is going to be good off of 2.
This has been Biffle's sweet spot off the second corner.
Mark's there.
He's there.
And I think Mark's been better in 4.
Looks that way.
See if he can hold off. Boy, Biffle drove in deep.
Will it stick?
Oh, he's sliding up the track.
Out of 4, they come to the line.
Wow.
Greg Biffle wins the race. Watching for Tony Stewart.
Hang on, sliding around, got a clean racetrack in front of him. Biffle got a good runoff for that time.
Yeah, he did. Biffle stepped it way out that time.
Schrader tried to get out of the way, but it hurt Jeff the most. I think he's going to be all right this time. He's got a good runoff at 2.
Gordon gets off 2 a little better, but Biffle gets off 4.
If Michael doesn't hold him up, it's Biffle to the finish line. And Waltrip drops way low on the racetrack. They're 2x2 double wide up front.
It's a good thing that this is the last lap. That's all I can say.
Boy, Jeff Gordon drove it into turn 3 and 4 that time.
Here it comes. Good job,
Biffle. Biffle wins the Dodge Charger 500 by 2 car lengths over Jeff Gordon.
Looking for his first ever Nextel Cup Series win. Last lap of the season. Jimmy Johnson in the 48 car closing in on the championship. Biffle looking for the win. Truex trying to play spoiler up front.
Don't think Truex is going to have enough. Biffle got a really great restart. Too many car lengths.
Biffle going for 3 in a row. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to the finish line. Greg Biffle goes 3 in a row at Homestead. And Jimmy Johnson is the 2006 NASCAR Nextel Cup Series champion.
Has their first win. Can you believe it?
Wow. You know, he told me a month ago we were going to get one for the year's out, and we felt like we gained on it last week a little bit. The team's been coming together. We're just working hard at the shop, and my thanks to everybody. You know, the pit crew. Thank you, Billy. The pit crew has been working hard. The pit stops have been picking up every week for the last 3 weeks, and Greg stays on top of the wheel all race long. He never gives up on us, and I'm just real happy. I don't know what to say.
Might have a little pressure on you too, because you've been fast in the traditional car and the COT.
Not bad, not bad. The whole program's coming together. This is what he needed. This is what we needed as a group to start rolling into next year. Hopefully, we're going to gain some momentum here going into the rest of the season. So I can't say enough for these guys, and they've been sticking behind us, and they've been through some tough times this year, and we're just working hard. So it feels good.
All right, that's Greg Irwin. And Doc, are we just a little premature? He's still got to cross the finish line, right, Biffle?
He still has to get back there behind. Remember, you know, he ran through all that debris, so he's behind the pace bar. And again, folks, these cameras are able to iris up and give you a lot more light than is actually out there. I remember doing qualifying years ago at Talladega, and it was pitch dark, and it looked like it was daytime, but you couldn't see a thing. That's why it is so tough, but it is getting dark here. Remember, sunset was 7:06 local time, and that was just minutes ago, so they had promised these guys they would not make them, put them in any kind of harm's way by making them run in the dark. And so when he comes by to take lap 210, he will get the checkered flag.
Looking out the window right now, Jerry, the black asphalt on the racetrack would hide anything if there was debris out there. Everything looks very dark looking from a driver's perspective. So congratulations to Greg Biffle, huh?
Looks like the Aflac Duck's going to get a checker here.
Greg Biffle, 37-year-old driver, had gone 28 races. His last win was at Homestead at the end of finale of 2006.
Flag, buddy, right there. Check a flag.
And Biffle takes the win.
To these guys. We were talking about the big three, and Greg Biffle says, and hold on.
We asked at the beginning of the day who would step up. A year ago, it was Clint Boyer who got his very first career victory here. Well, Biffle has won before, but he has not won in over a year. What a good time for this Roush Fenway team and Greg Biffle to get hot. Biffle to pick up his very first win of 2008 and his first win ever in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Race number 1 in the Chase's history, and Greg Biffle wins it.
Wow, that was quite a pass there. Jimmy Johnson second. Carl Edwards going to drive away, but wore his tires out at that time as he see him get the white flag here. But Greg Biffle learned from that and kind of took it easy.
We said when the day began, 43 drivers had visions of victory. 12 of them are thinking championship, and right now Greg Biffle will go back-to-back for wins in the 2008 Chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Biffle beats the monster and wins at Dover, Delaware.
Wow, how impressive is that? 2 weeks in a row. Kansas second, Edwards third.
One more time, buddy.
You heard the call.
White flag, one more time. Nice and smooth.
Hey, do any of you guys remember how Greg Biffle was so upset with the way his car was handling early in the race?
Oh, yeah.
Hollered on the radio. Him and Greg Irwin not really agreeing on it. And look at them now. Got to hand it to both of them. They've done a great job today. Oh, hang on to her, Greg.
It's been 65 races back at Dover. You saw it right there of 08 that Greg Biffle has been to victory lane.
4.5 seconds back. Nice and smooth, man.
4 seconds back by our clock right here. Just one more time around turn number 3.
Close for Jack, guys.
You heard it.
Yeah, I hope Jack's watching.
Jack's got to be watching, and this is the best medicine he could have had, guys. Greg Biffle is going to bring it home and give Jack Roush his 4th win here at Pocono as he crosses the line and wins for the first time in 65 races. Tony Stewart second. Edwards Harvick for Greg Biffle. Here it comes.
White flag right here, buddy. One more time. Hit your mark.
It is Ford, followed by 4 Chevrolets, then 3 more Fords, and 2 more Chevrolets in the top 10. They have dominated between those 2 marks. For Biffle, he is looking for his 16th Cup win in his 287th start. He is one of those guys that has won at Kansas before. And it looks like he's going to do it again as he comes out of turn number 4. The winner of Chase race number 3, Greg Biffle, his 7th Chase win. Second place looks like it's going to be Jimmy Johnson, but here's the best battle.
No need to push. Just ride. White flag, 1 to go. It's a race.
White flag right there. White flag.
Final lap. 49 races since Greg Biffle's last win. It came in Kansas in the fall of 2010.
I think Marcus Ambrose out of gas down the back.
Oh. Down low, not at speed, is Ambrose, but he's going to make it around. And here comes Biffle to become the 6th different winner of 2012. Greg Biffle wins the Samsung Mobile 500. Jimmy Johnson
got a shot to win. Here they come to the white flag.
Flag one more time around.
Last lap in Michigan. Biffle in the 16, Keselowski in the 2 for the win. Half a lap to go. Will he get a shot? Keselowski trying to wheel it. It's not sticking. Greg Biffle entered the race second in the championship. He leaves with the point lead. Biffle wins at Michigan. Keselowski barely overcame for second.
Cars having problems today.
It's opened the door for a Ford. Greg Biffle gets the white flag. One more lap to his first win of the year. Think about Jimmy Johnson led laps, had a dominant car. The same for Casey Kane. In fact, both he and Dale Earnhardt Jr. had issues while leading. The cat in the hat feeling good. 12 times he has won here at Michigan.
You know, that was a big relief when he heard that over the radio. It's like, okay, I can breathe now. I got 3 laps, I can breathe.
A runner-up last week at Pocono, no doubt. Greg Biffle's team going in the right direction. How about his 4th win at Michigan? It comes today. Congratulations to the 16.
You're the man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Way to stay with it.